What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Meal Prep. Did you miss me? I'm back. Today we're going to do some breakfast burritos, Sonya style. Let's do this. In case you didn't know, I said it a couple seconds ago, my name is Sonya. We are going to do some breakfast burritos. Now, there's so many different ingredients you can put in here. These are just the ones I'm going to be using today. Now, I don't like some of these ingredients, so I will omit and make some different. So you can always change it up. What I have here is not the gospel. Do you make it the way you like it as well, okay? So the two things that are going to take the longest is going to be the bacon and the potatoes. So the way to make this without all the extra grease that actually happens when you pan fry bacon, we're actually going to use it on this microwave pan. It's like a drip one. You put the slices on here, put them in about a minute per slice, depending on the voltage of your microwave, and that's it. Just cover it with a paper towel, and 5 minutes later, you got 5 pieces of bacon. The potatoes, we're going to cook those in the air fryer. Very minimum oil, if any. That way we keep the fat down. And if you don't have an air fryer, then you can go ahead and cook them in the oven, or you can cook them on the pan with a little bit of like non-stick spray, something like that, okay? There's so many different ways. You can pop them in the microwave, cook them that way, and then just cut them up. So I got the inspiration for making these burritos because I found these low-carb tortillas. They are roughly only 90 calories for one big tortilla. That is a lie, all right? It's 3 grams of fat. It's total carbs of 19 grams, but the dietary fiber is 13 grams. So this is only 6 grams of net carbs. Not too bad. I got these at HEB. So that's our local grocery store here in Texas. But if you want to go try find these, La Tortilla Factory Company makes these. Low carb, whole wheat. You're going to have 8 breakfast burritos when you're done. That way you can have one every day of the week. So let me put this down. So if I was meal prepping for one, I will probably leave 4 out at a time, so 4 days worth. I put the other 4 into the freezer and then take them out, put them in the microwave for about 1.5 minutes to 2 minutes every day that I was going to eat those. That way I wouldn't have to cook for almost 2 weeks of breakfast. Now I'm using lower sodium bacon, like a thick cut. You know, you gotta find the little things. So I'm gonna cut it back on the sodium here. I'm gonna use like maybe a lesser cheese. This one has 60 calories for a 1/4 cup, 3 grams of fat, 3 grams of carb, 5 grams of protein. So not too bad here. A lot of times I use the fat-free one, but I wanted something that's really gonna melt well. And if you don't want to use pork bacon, you could use turkey bacon. That just happened to be on sale, and I was like, yeah, we're gonna go for it. If you're a vegetarian, leave the bacon out, and then you can just use the cheese and the egg. And if you're vegan, you can find vegan alternatives. I'm gonna get just a napkin or a paper towel, cover this, and put this in the microwave for 5 minutes. Now, depending on how crispy you like your bacon, you might put it in for additional 30 seconds to 45, but that truly is a personal choice, all right? So next up is the potato. This is about 205 grams of the Red Bliss potatoes. I peeled them. I'm gonna put them in the bowl here. We're gonna add 1/2 teaspoon of grapeseed oil. You could use olive oil. I'm just using this because this is what I have. You don't need a lot of oil for the air fryer. Now, I already went ahead and pre-measured out all my seasoning. This is 1 teaspoon of salt, black pepper, chili powder, and cumin. So this is what I'm gonna use to season everything with. I'm gonna coat those pretty well. Go ahead and mix those up. All right, so that's it for the potatoes. They're gonna go in the air fryer on 400 degrees for 8 minutes. I'll let them cook for 4 minutes. I'll take them out, I'll shake the basket, and I'll put it back on for the remaining time. And then that's it, potatoes are done. I always spray my basket with a little bit of olive oil, non-stick spray, just a little bit to make sure nothing sticks to the bottom. Even though it's a non-stick, I don't care. Just a little bit, a dab will do ya. Come on. All right, so I finished all the bacon and the air fryer has finished frying up those perfectly golden crispy potatoes. Let's check them out. I'll be right back. You stay there. I'm coming back to you. All right, so the bacon's nice and done and all crispy. Whoa, okay, that's good. And then air fryer potatoes. I love this air fryer. If you want to go grab one, I'll leave a link in the description below. Go grab it. It's Go Wise air fryer. Got it on Amazon. It was a Christmas gift. All right. Can you see this? Slow motion, please. All right, so this is why I love the air fryer. Look how crispy these things came out. I don't know if you can see this, but yeah. Perfect. All right, let's go ahead and saute the vegetables and then we can start beating the eggs, all right? I've got my skillet right here. I'll use some non-stick olive oil spray. We'll do 1/3 cup of red bell pepper, 1/3 cup of green bell pepper, and 1/3 cup of red onion. And I diced it up really small. And then I already have some of that pre-made seasoning. I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit on. And then let that cook for about 2 minutes or so. Get a little good color on it. All right, so while that's over there sauteing, let's go ahead and crack some eggs. I've got 10 eggs. Even though we're making 8 burritos, I like a little bit of extra egg in each. All right. Don't forget about your veggies. Make sure they don't burn. And just so, since I only sprayed non-stick spray, it kind of dries out. So instead of adding oil, I'm just gonna add a little bit of water, probably like 1 teaspoon. You can saute your vegetables that way as well. Again, you're saving on the calories. Just a little bit of water. Brings a little moisture back to them. And they don't burn. Burn, baby, burn. We have 10 eggs in there. I have my seasoning again. Going to add a little bit of that. And then just go ahead and whisk them up. You can set that to the side. We can go ahead and take our vegetables out. They still got a good little crunch to them, okay? So just get a little good color on them, a little saute on them. Don't overcook them. All right, last ingredient to saute is some mushrooms. This is about 1/3 cup of white mushrooms. But to this one, I'm going to add another half a teaspoon of grapeseed oil. And then just a little bit of that seasoning as well. Again, season at every step if possible. Let's go ahead and give those a nice little saute. Now those will cook for about 2 minutes. I did dice them up, so they will cook a little quicker, but you want to get them nice and soft with a good color on them. Now, even though I don't eat mushrooms, I've been taught I cook them pretty well. So if you cook mushrooms differently, I don't know. I don't eat them, but I cook them and no one has complained yet. So we're doing okay here. We're almost at the home stretch. Once these are done, we'll go ahead and cook our eggs and then it's time to assemble everything. Hey, I don't know about you, but I'm happy to be home. Oh my gosh, so much traveling, so much traveling. I mean, I like to go see places, but most of my travel consists of an airport, a hotel room, and a warehouse. Not fun. But other than that, let's get back to making these burritos. So don't overcook them. When they get like, you know, a good little color on them, they're a little tender, you can go ahead and take them out. Now it's not a lot of mushrooms, but I don't like mushrooms and my son doesn't, so that's just for one person. So that'll be enough for 2 burritos, all right? I'm gonna get a little pan and try to wipe some of that mushroom smell out of there, but you know, I'll be right back. A napkin, I'm gonna get a napkin. That's what I'm gonna get. Not a pan, a napkin to wipe some of that mushroom stuff. Now, normally I wouldn't clean my pan, but cause I say, oh, that good seasoning down there, but I don't like mushrooms. I'm sorry, I don't like them. Let's go ahead and spray again with some non-stick spray. Now you can cook your eggs to however doneness you like them. I like my eggs scrambled hard. Others in the house don't, so let's go ahead and take them off. Eggs are all done. Time to go ahead and start assembling everything. Let's make some room. I didn't use all that seasoning. I probably used about a half a teaspoon of each, so I can save this for next time I make some eggs. It doesn't go bad. I have a little Tupperware container. I'll save this for later. Just to let you know that we're keeping on that low sodium theme. I'm using some no salt added black beans as well. So wherever I can, cut back in other areas without sacrificing flavor, I will do so. I like to add my own flavor, my own seasoning. All right, let's go ahead and put these together, and then you can add avocado if you want. So I'm gonna make one today with avocado, but when I make the other ones for, the day after and going forward, I won't put avocado in them because I just don't want them to turn brown. I can sprinkle lime juice on them to help, retain their greenness, but I don't know if I want lime juice on my eggs and stuff. Maybe, but I'm just gonna add it, as I go forward. Got some eggs, got some veggies, black beans, some of those mushrooms. Obviously, I'm not making one for myself. 2 slices of bacon, some avocado. That's 15 grams of avocado. Can't forget the cheese. All right, so that's 25 grams of cheese and a little bit of cilantro. And don't forget to add some of that potato that we made in the air fryer. Now this is looking massive. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll these sleeves up because I'm going in. It's not gonna look pretty until I get finished, but I need to push some of this back here and tuck, fold it over like such. You may not wanna make yours as big as this one because this is gonna be hard to roll, but we're gonna work with it. All right, it's all about making it work. Let's go ahead and make a couple more, then I'll come back and do a taste test. All right, you can see I left out the mushrooms and the black bean on mine. The trick is to make sure all the ingredients stay in the inside and push to the back so that you can roll. Keep tucking the sides in. And then we're good to go. All right, let's go ahead and cut both of these open. Are you ready? Would you look at that? Now, if you like black beans and you like mushrooms, then you're gonna like that one. Now, I'm a little bit more plain Jane, so here's mine. Go ahead and top it with a little bit of fresh salsa. So we are done. I wrapped them. Got one with mushrooms and beans, one without. That'll be the one I'll be taking the taste test for. But just so you can see it, it's done. You wanna bite? I'm coming closer. Here it is. Yeah, can you see that? Yeah? No? Yeah? Okay. I'm taking time to, I've been eating on the road. It hasn't been good food at all. I mean, just like, this looks so delicious. Boy, was that amazing. You can, like I said, you can wrap these up in some saran wrap and then aluminum foil, put them in a Ziploc bag, put them in the freezer, and then as you're ready to eat them, just take the saran wrap off, take the aluminum foil, of course, off, and then just wrap them in a paper towel, pop it in the microwave for about 1.5 to 2 minutes, and then you're good to go. Breakfast on the go. No better way to do it than to do it. All right, if you like this video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Go ahead, smash it. If you're happy that I'm back, go ahead and hit the thumbs up as well. Comments or suggestion on what you'd like to see me cook next, leave the comments down below. And if you're not subscribed, go ahead and do so that way when I do post, you're notified. And make sure you turn on that little bell notification. This is good, so you know what I always say. Stay focused, stay positive, and keep it moving. I'll see you in the next one pretty soon. Peace.